Hey guys, it's Helen Vandenberg here of GetClientsFast.net, where we help coaches, consultants and experts just like you to make great money and do great work with the passion and skills that they've got. So today I want to talk about why there's some signs that you know it's time you should be raising your rates. People quite often come to work with us because they know that they are trading time for money and they really want to accelerate their business growth, but maybe they feel a bit icky about raising their rates. So let me tell you about the 4 signs. Number 1 is that you're really busy, but you don't seem to have any cash in the bank. There never seems to be any money left over at the end of the month, you know, when they say like, oh my goodness, I've got to stretch that. So you're busy, hustling, moving around, and maybe it's in the client attraction or maybe it's in the delivery. So you feel like you're spinning your wheels. You always seem to be doing something, but there doesn't seem to be an awful lot of money left over. You certainly don't have consistent income, and you certainly are not in a position of having massive savings. So if you know you're really busy but there's no cash, this might be a good sign. Number 2 is that, this is a surprising one, but all your potential clients say yes to you. So you might not be getting enough through the door, but those that do are always saying yes. Now, this is counterintuitive because most of us would dream of having 100% conversion rate. To me, it's a big red flag that something is off. Now, when we train people to do sales, to do client enrollment, especially to become client enrollment specialists for us, we would assume that a really good person would have a 50 to 60% closing rate, and that, you know, for most people, we can, your average person who is not keen on enrolling clients can get there with great training to do 1 in 3, like a 33% closing rate. That is normal. More people will say no than yes in almost every business, unless you are cheap as chips. So if everyone is saying yes, there's 2. If everyone's saying yes and you're still broke, then you definitely need to raise your rates or change your business model, and probably both. So number 3 is you're starting to feel a little resentful of the clients you have. So maybe you've put together a package that is taking a lot more time than you expected, or that you've included lots of extra support like email support, phone support, done for you services, and the clients are using all that, and you're suddenly working a lot harder. And if you looked at all the time you're putting into that client, your rate per hour is really small. So if you start feeling your heart is sinking when that person sends you yet another email with something to review, or sends you, requests yet another extra call, then you probably are not charging enough for the work you're doing. And of course, there's a couple of ways you can look at that. You could change your packaging so as what they get is a different package, or you could charge a lot more for the same thing, and probably a combination of both. When we work with people, we help them design absolutely awesome premium packages that the client feels are a huge value, but they can also see the worth in it, and then the consultant or coach feels great delivering that to them. So if you're starting to feel a little resentful, maybe it's time to raise your rates or change your packages. And number 4, you're avoiding re-enrolling people. So maybe you do have some clients, but your heart is sinking when you think about, oh, do I really want to work with this person for another 6 months on that package? Now, there may be lots of other reasons that you're avoiding re-enrolling them, but do check in. Is it around you do not feel that what they're paying you is, the value they're getting versus what they're paying you is equivalent? And, maybe you may feel that, God, I can't possibly raise my rates to someone who's worked with me in the past. Firstly, that is not true. People, for me, often start working at perhaps on one of my group programs at £1,000 or £2,000, and most of them will graduate up into something that could be tens of thousands of pounds, because we're building their 6 or 7 figure business as they progress. So people definitely can move up that ladder, and other people jump in right at the top, and that's cool too. But do not be afraid that they will never re-enroll with you if you change your package and pricing. If you just hoik up the price and add a naught to it, that is not going to work though. So watch out for my future videos around how to create irresistible packages that your clients will be clamoring to work with, to invest in with you. So those are your 4. Quick recap. We've got, you're really busy, but you don't have enough cash. Number 2, everyone's saying yes to you. Number 3 is you're starting to feel resentful. And then the 4th clue that you're not charging enough and you're ready to raise your rates is that you're avoiding re-enrolling. So guys, if you would love to know how to create awesome premium packages that give amazing value to your clients, but also deliver a business model for you that works and that can sustain you and your dreams, then please get in touch. It's Helen Vandenberg at getclientsfast.net, or it'd be great to see you over in our Facebook group, and there'll be the link somewhere here around this video, over at the Client Attraction Club. To remember what it was then, Client Attraction Club. So guys, really lovely to see you. Let me know what are the biggest blocks that you've got around raising your rates, and let's get those fixed. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.